my pretty ladies, this is Emma and I'm back again with a new fragrance talk. For those who don't know me, I'm a fragrance addict. I love trying out new fragrances, just reviewing whatever type. I'm opening the season with Versace Versense, and this is such an amazing fresh green woody fragrance that I enjoy wearing to maximum, and this is actually a repurchase for me. I had the 100 milliliter bottle for like 3 years, but it went bad at the end, so I decided to buy a smaller size. Anyway, I have so many fragrances in my collections, I literally don't have time to wear a fragrance whole season or just finish it up in 1 year or half year or so. So definitely a 30 milliliter one is the best option for me. The next fragrance is Vera Wang Embrace Periwinkle and Iris, and this is a very comforting, sweet fragrance that I enjoy wearing mostly to bedtime, or either when I feel really cozy just staying at home. It feels as if somebody would hug you when you wear this fragrance. The whipped cream, the sugar, the periwinkle and the iris come through beautifully. Especially when the weather is a bit warmer, it just makes this fragrance even warmer and cozier and more inviting than it is actually. I wore this in winter as well, but I think I prefer it in summer. The lasting power is not great. It stays close to your skin. I prefer wearing it to bed, as I said, and I think it's definitely not an elegant fragrance. This fragrance, I think it gives you sort of a mental insurance because it's so comforting and it's so amazing and so gentle. It just cannot bother you. Another fragrance that I like wearing is Comptoir Pacifique Vanille Abricot, and this is a fragrance that is very much loved by celebrities such as Katy Perry, I think Madonna as well. However, this fragrance, as it says, it has the vanilla and the apricots as the top notes, sugary notes and papaya. This fragrance smells like bubblegum ice cream. It has that playfulness, that sweetness. The maximum this fragrance ever lasted on me was half hour, but even after 20 minutes it was almost completely gone. This is a pleasurable, simple fragrance that is great to wear in summer, but you have to reapply. I do not recommend purchasing this fragrance, considering the price and considering that it has absolutely no lasting power. This is a big minus point in my collection, but still a nice scent to wear in summer, and I will use it up, never repurchase again. The next one I'm mentioning, it's Thierry Mugler Cologne Come Together, and this is an eau de toilette just as the other three that I mentioned before, and I have not seen this fragrance in a full-size bottle. Even though this fragrance only has 2 notes listed, which is white musk and petit grain, this feels much more complex. I would say it has a nutmeg, isoe super, it has citruses, bergamot, just some clean notes. It's not an aquatic clean fragrance. Even though this is a fresh, clean, crisp fragrance, this has a lasting power. I love wearing this fragrance. It's one of those special fragrances I wear on a humid day. Even if it's hot and you're sweaty outside, once you put on this fragrance, you automatically feel fresh. This smells amazing on a man as well, but since I enjoy wearing this, I don't want to smell it on a man. Another one which is small size, it's Calvin Klein Woman EDT. And I blind bought this because I wasn't sure if I'm gonna like this, since Calvin Klein fragrances are not really my favorites. This is actually a love for me. This is a citrus musky fresh fragrance and it's created by Honorine Blanc. Ambroxan, pink pepper and cedar are the top notes that come through, and this is the epitome of a clean, sporty, white smelling or invisible smelling fragrance. It's a see-through type of fragrance, like a piece of glass in front of you. That's the feel that this fragrance gives. So crisp, it's so icy, it's so fresh, and it's so clean that basically you want to wear this fragrance all the time in hot weather. The next fragrance is a Zara fragrance that it's quite a sweet one, and it's called Chery Smoothie. This is an eau de parfum, it says. It's supposed to be a smell like Tom Ford Lost Cherry. I did smell Tom Ford Lost Cherry in stores, and it smells exactly the same. It's a cherry vanilla sweet fragrance. All the fragrances I mentioned before were daytime fragrances, whereas this one can work great in nighttime as well. Since it's so sweet and boozy, because the cherry we have here is sort of boozy, alcoholic and pleasurable, I think this is definitely a seductive fragrance and can work in nighttime better than in daytime. The lasting power is around 3 hours, definitely better than the Lost Cherry one, which lasted me around 1 hour after applying it in the store. Here is an underrated brand, which is Ferraud, and this is Soleil de Jade or Jade, something like that. Means son of Jade or Jade son. This is an eau de toilette. This is a sweet green woody fragrance, and it smells green. Indeed, it smells green, but it's sweet as well. This fragrance has a lot of notes listed, but I think the jasmine, the benzoin, the cedar, the apple, and the citruses come through the best. This is a nice optimistic fragrance, definitely for daytime wear. I had Bonheur from this range, which is another Ferraud fragrance, but it was way too sticky and sweet, toothacheingly sweet for summer. I gave it away to my sister and she enjoys it. Another fragrance that I have for 2 or 3 years is Lanvin Modern Princess Eau Sensuelle, and this is an eau de toilette. This has a juicy freshness. This is a mysterious bedtime fragrance for women. I think it can be very seductive. The name is very accurate. It's an eau sensuelle, so it makes you feel sensual. Very nice to be worn outside as well. Like in summer, this is definitely a summer appropriate fragrance. It's not sickly sweet, and it just feels amazing. The lasting power is good. I would say 2-3 hours, nothing drastic. This is a daytime fragrance and elegant as well. Another fragrance is Nude Bucket by Zara again, and this is an eau de parfum. Resembles very much the Miss Dior Blooming Bucket. That fragrance didn't last at all, not even half hour. It's just as bad as the Comptoir Sud Pacifique. This is a floral, fresh, spicy fragrance and smells like rich, smells high-end. Honeysuckle and lotus create this top note aura. I feel peonies, but it's not listed. Very long lasting, very sharp. At first when you apply it, it's right in your face. The sillage is huge. I think this is a beast, and it's a mass pleaser. You cannot go wrong with this fragrance. I like to wear this fragrance to work, so this is definitely again a daytime fragrance, and I think it's office appropriate as well. Another amazing fragrance that I'm mentioning, this fragrance was created to seduce. As you know, La Perla has luxury lingerie for women, so they had to create a fragrance that matches the mood. And I think they'll nail it with this fragrance. I need to try out some more from this brand. This is a fruity, juicy fragrance. Calabria mandarin and the strawberry are the top notes. They are strong, they are coming through perfectly and makes this fragrance massive compliment getter. I love wearing this fragrance during daytime, but maybe you can pull it out on nighttime or a date as well because it's just so delicious. The last fragrance is Banana Republic Vintage Green 78, and this is a unisex fragrance, definitely a fresh, woody, citrusy fragrance. Cedar, vetiver and the green leaves are predominant in this fragrance. I love wearing this fragrance on a humid day. It's again that type of freshness because it refreshes you. This fragrance smells just as juicy and amazing on a man as well. The lasting power is very good, over 3 hours. And I think this is a compliment getter as well. A daytime fragrance that can be casual or elegant as well, but mostly on the casual side. So as a conclusion, my ladies, I do have favorites from this range. Versace Versense is my first one, Mugler Come Together, Calvin Klein Women, Banana Republic Vintage Green, Perla Divina, Lanvin Modern Princess or Sensuelle, and the rest of it. Thank you so much for being here with me again, my ladies. This was pretty much all for today. I think 10 fragrances for summer is pretty much enough if you have even half of it. But I might just make another part to this video. Feel free to follow me on my social medias here as well. Give this video a like and comment your experiences or whatever you wish. And feel free to help me grow through my PayPal account. See you next time with another video. Until then, be beautiful and nice smelling.